Connor, a little while since we've caught up. How many? 3 weeks away now, are we?
2 weeks on Saturday.
2 weeks on Saturday. Do you want to talk about how camp's been? I know that you've been preparing for a 6-rounder. Do you want to talk about how camp's been over these last couple of weeks?
Yeah, camp's been great. I mean, I last boxed in July, so I've always been in the gym though. I've never really been out of the gym. Obviously, picked a few niggles here and there, but you know, I've always been sort of in camp. So I've never stopped training. I've always been through it. So I feel good. I feel really good. I'm excited to get back out into a crowd.
I know it were a frustrating year for you last year, only getting out once. How was that, only being able to get out once and dealing with injuries? Did it take a bit of a toll on you at times?
It were hard, mate. Yeah, because in my full boxing career, apart from when I first turned pro, I've always fought more than once in a year. Do you know what I mean? It's really strange. But like I said, I was always in gym. I was always doing good spars. I won Conor Coggle's main sparring partners at the time when he was fighting with Opie Price. So I've always been in good spars. So really, it helped me through it. You know, being in the gym, being around everyone else. So that was good.
Preparing for a 6-rounder rather than, like you said, you've been in these 10-rounders now, defending your title and a lot more on the line, you could probably say. How important is it to keep your mentality the same going into these 6-rounders? Like, kind of tick up fighters, aren't they? Tick up fights where you're just kind of getting out there, wanting to get some rounds in the bag. How important is it to kind of keep your mentality the same?
Well, I can't lose. That's the mentality. If I can't lose this fight. I mean, I've got a full year of big titles what I can go for. So yeah, it's a tick over, but I can't lose. If I lose this fight, I'm taking steps back. It's not something what I can be doing.
2024, what would a good year look like for Conor Kelsall at the end?
I'd like a big title shot. I mean, it's all about how it works. You know, what falls into place at right times and things like that. But I've got a full year. It's still developing and still learning. So, you know, when time comes, it comes. But I'm going to make sure I'm ready for it.
A big year for the gym. March is a big month as well. Well, February as well with Lewis. Yeah. Is it giving you the itch where you're thinking, right, a big chance could be coming for me now as well?
No, there's no itch. There's no. I mean, my ambition's there, but I'm not stupid enough to be wanting what's not there at the minute. When it comes, it comes. I'm nice and patient with things like that. Steffi does his job, I do my job, and that's how it's always going to be. So I'm not going to be like Lewis is fighting for this title. I want to go for that title. I mean, I can't wait to be on the big shows. It'll come. I know I'm good enough. I believe in myself, and it'll come when it's there.
Is the plan to continue to defend the English title as well until then big opportunities come? I know you defended it once, maybe twice now.
I defended it once, so I won it in December, defended it in July. Again, it's all on what happens at the right time, so if I have to defend it next, then I defend it next. You know, but if a big title shot comes next, then I'm not going to defend my English when I can get a better title shot, do you know what I mean? So it's not in my favour, that is. What happens, happens.
I know you mentioned then that off camera that there were big British and Commonwealth fight coming up.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that matchup and if you've had maybe any sparring with them before or any amateur fights with them?
Yeah, I beat Conor Butler in the amateurs. I was his last amateur fight. I beat him in the ABA semi-finals. And I beat him before that for the English title. So I believe I've got his number. He's obviously gone down a different route. You know, if that's why he's done that, then I don't know. But he's never come across me in the pros yet. And Jay Harris is a brilliant fighter. You know, he's been around boxing for a while, and he's one of the best flyweights I believe out there. He's really good, Jay Harris.
Like you said about Conor Butler, the fact that you've been in with him and beating the amateurs, does that give you a bit of confidence knowing that you can be around these flyweights that are competing for these titles and really compete with them?
Oh, I'd beat him. Yeah, I'd beat Conor Butler. Yeah, without a doubt. I've always got the confidence anyway. You can chuck me and win anyone, and I believe I'll beat them. That's just the mentality I've got, and same with a lot of fighters. You know, like Conor Butler believe he can beat me, and that's just how we all are. So yeah, I've got confidence in any fight I'm in anyway.
How many times ideally would you want to be out in 2024?
More than once. More than once. If I can get out more than last year, I'm happy with that.
Onto the fight night itself coming up in 2 weeks' time. How do you kind of prepare on the night? You get nervous? Is there any like little nerves, little butterflies, or is it kind of just business as usual now you've done it that many times?
Just business as usual. This is going into nearly my 80th fight, so you know what I mean. It's just another day in office for me. Turn up, make sure I perform, and then go home to my wife and kids, and that's it.
Like you said, you have been in a lot of fights now, and you are quite experienced when it comes to these fights now. Coming up to you, what fight? How many fights?
This is my 10th pro.
10th pro fight.
Nearly my 80th fight.
And you have been pro for quite a lot of years, and you probably haven't been as active as you want. So, would you say now that you're kind of at a point now where you want to be fighting for these big titles now? You don't want any more takeover fights?
Again, it is what it is. You know, Stephanie makes my fights. I don't question when I fight or who I fight. You know, I just turn up. He said, "You're fighting this day for this." That's what happens. Like December, I remember when I boxed for the English title. I boxed September, October, and December. That's because he said you need to do a 4-rounder, then a 6-rounder, then you fight for the English title, and that's what I did. There were no questions asked. I just turned up and did it.
One last one. What is one good thing about being a part of the Steffi Bull stable?
The best thing is being someone from village. I've always aspired to people in the gym. I've always been looking up to people. I mean, I train at Tom Hill, which is Steffi's old gym as well. So I've always seen his fighters up and coming. I mean, there's a big banner up there, and I've watched all them fight. I've watched all the careers go up, and now I'm part of that champions list. And now we've got people like Jason Cunningham training as well, and you know, it's inspirational. Like I said, being a kid from village as well, being a part of the history from village, it's great to be a part of.
Brilliant words, Connor, and we look forward to another dominant display coming up in 2 weeks' time, and then on to big fights coming up for the rest of the year, mate.
Thank you.